girls, Gala for everyone with 7 here. So earlier this week, the official lineup, the sort of main chunk of the cast of Class, a bit of a tongue twister there, was announced on Monday the 4th of April. It was really cool they announced that, actually. It was sort of like a 360 video, which is sort of the new sort of thing for YouTube now, with a 360 camera. And it was sort of brilliantly revealed on this like 30-second video of Patrick Ness, who's the showrunner of the new spin-off. Sort of shows us round. It's like, oh, the cast are here. So that was brilliantly done. I really liked how that was executed. But in today's video, I'm going to be sort of going through the various different cast members. There have been 5 announced. One will be playing a teacher, which is Catherine Kelly, and there's 4 others who are playing students, which are fairly unknowns, which is good because, as I say, when I was discussing sort of Class, I really hoped his main ambition would be sort of getting new people onto the show that haven't really had like sort of a full acting career. This show sort of be a jumping board sort of for their careers, and that's what they seem to be going for. And that's what they do with Doctor Who. They sort of tend to go for unknowns. Like Matt Smith, he's globally known now, but obviously when he was sort of auditioned for the part of the Doctor and announced, it was like, who's Matt Smith? Oh, he's been a few little things. Do you know what I mean? But obviously when he left Doctor Who, he's now in Hollywood films like Terminator Genesis, which isn't the greatest of films, you know, but, do you know what I mean? So still, that was my main ambition for the show, and I'm glad they sort of kept that. So, first up, we have Catherine Kelly, who will be playing a teacher of Coal Hill School, I presume replacing Clara after. That would be a nice tie-in, actually. I would quite like that. But yes, technically, she has appeared in Doctor Who before. Technically, yes. So basically, in 2011, they did a sort of little Doctor Who stint for the NTA's opening. Matt Smith was a part of it. And she sort of appears on the scanner as a Coronation Street counterpart. It was quite a nice little thing. I was rewatching it today, and it's quite funny, actually.
I'm sure this will be it.
Doctor, I have told you it is over between us. Shift that box off them cobbles, or I shall come in there and I shall shove an hot pot where the sun don't shine.
Terrifying race. The Weatherfieldians.
So what I've seen of her, I really liked her in. So yeah, hopefully she'll be a really brilliant addition. Obviously she's going to be a teacher. So I think she'll be absolutely brilliant. So the 4 other casts that were announced are going to be students at the Coal Hill School, obviously getting into sort of all this A and business and all that stuff. First we have Greg Austin, who has been in Mr. Selfridge as well, along with Catherine Kelly. And that's his sort of most recent role. While I was doing some research, a lot of people found that he has a YouTube channel where he does sort of gaming and vlogging and all that sort of stuff. I think he has about over 650 subscribers, something like that, which is weird to think I've got more than him, even though, yeah, but that's not the point. But yeah, I was watching a few videos. He does some absolutely brilliant vlogs. He did a video sort of saying, obviously, he's been announced for Class, which is great. But also he does some other sort of different vlogs, like I think he vlogged his last day on the set of Mr. Selfish, which was really entertaining. And also he does some gaming videos as well. So if you're into that sort of thing, go ahead and check out his channel. Oof Auric, I think it's called. Don't quote me on that, because I was like, what was I say? But no, I say, I'll link in the description below. Check out his channel. Yeah, really cool stuff. I just have a feeling he'll be sort of like leading the students. I have a sort of inkling of that. So again, I think it'll be an absolutely great addition to the new spin-off. Next we have Fady Elsard, and I've probably actually got that name absolutely wrong, I'm sorry. So he's been in a few different independent films which have been nominated for sort of film festivals such as the London Film Festival, and I think he was nominated for like a Young Actors Award. So on paper he seems really hopeful, and I did watch an interview, one of these sort of film festivals, and he seemed pretty genuine. But I say, Twitter didn't really care about that. Once they found his topless photos, everybody was just sort of, I can't believe how much sort of graphic stuff they were sort of saying. And the funny thing is, he was sort of interacting with it, sort of retweeting some sort of quite graphic tweets they were sort of saying with the topless photos. And so it's quite self-indulgent, but you know, Twitter.
Twitter.
Next we have Sophie Hopkins. She's had a few minor TV appearances. I think she's been on sort of BBC, ITV and the Discovery Channel for the US. But she was born in Singapore. She studied in New York. It's a sort of theatre drama academy thing. And she moved to London in 2010 to sort of pursue her career. But on her IMDb, she does have a lot of upcoming work, but I say she's had some minor roles. And I think she has got a reel on her IMDb, and what she's done is pretty good. Really hopeful. Again, what they've done, and hopefully, they've picked some really good unknown actors, which again, hopefully will really boost off the sort of leap board of Class, hopefully having a sort of really good career after this. So yeah, what do you want? Say hello to the camera. Hello. Sorry, my cat had decided to jump on me. So the final one is Vivian Oprah, who's literally just come straight from drama school, straight onto this, which must be an amazing opportunity to sort of do, you know, sort of finish a course and then go straight onto a massive success. So again, it's sort of like she hasn't had much TV experience obviously before this because she's coming from straight from drama school. But there's, I will say, I was sort of, again sort of doing research, and it's just a weird 25-second video. It's weirdly edited. I didn't understand what it was. I was sort of thinking, is this a show reel? And it's not that. If somebody can tell what it is, let me know. Again, I'll put a link in the description for that as well. But it's just really weird. I didn't understand it. But yeah, so that was that. So, but I couldn't obviously tell her acting capabilities from that video. I think they're all going to be brilliant. It's quite funny now because after this announcement, there's a lot more people sort of going, yeah, no, Class is going to be good, because they can see it coming together, and obviously the great sort of young talent and obviously established talent with Catherine Kelly. So I'm really excited for it. It's nice obviously to sort of picture what sort of cast we're going to have now. Obviously you can sort of see the elements sort of coming together, and I think it'd be a great show for young talent to shine, and that's sort of, I think that's obviously the main ambition, and especially with it being on BBC Three, which does allow opportunities for your sort of young either actresses or people coming into the media, etc, etc, to use as sort of a jumping board into the careers they want to pursue, sort of relating to the media industry. But obviously Doctor Who hasn't really done a young adult series before. Obviously we've had sort of the both opposites of the spectrum over a really adult show with Torchwood and a really child-friendly show, the Sarah Jane Adventures. But obviously Class sort of fits more into this sort of area, sort of obviously near this, so sort of in the middle, but just about. I say with the cast announced and hearing sort of people describing the show, it sounds really exciting, and I wish them all the best. And I think it's going to be absolutely a brilliant sort of ride. And yeah, I think it's going to be a really exciting young adult series. With the sort of Doctor Who sort of heart, comedy and goodness and drama and all that stuff at the heart of it as well. So that's my opinions on it. Now it's time to find out yours. So on Twitter I did ask sort of what your opinions on Class, are you excited for it, what you most excited to see, etc, etc. I had a few responses. So the first one is at Creepy Ghoul, and they say, I'm looking forward to the new spin-off, the concept seems intriguing, and I hope it'll be as good as Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood. Yeah, I think that's the potential to be that. But obviously, like I said, those shows sort of the opposite end of the spectrum, and obviously this is more near the sort of Torchwood side. I say if it's anything like those shows, it'll be absolutely amazing. As I say, it's sort of a really intriguing concept. Obviously, it's sort of like the alien invasion meets the school. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit like dinosaurs on a spaceship. It's like, what? Okay. At Elliot Beasy says, I'm feeling hopeful. The casting looks good and it has potential set as it's set in Colwell School. And I just want Ian Chesterton to appear. Yeah, I think that would be everybody's dream. But personally, I don't think that'll happen because A, they've had many opportunities to do that. Obviously, the 50th. There was a few episodes set in Colwell School in series 8 and 9. It would be lovely. I think there might be some cameos. I really hope Peter Capaldi makes an appearance. That would be really cool, because that was cool seeing that with this sort of shared universe. And obviously the Sarah Jane Adventures of Torchwood did that so well, and obviously the Doctor sort of jumped to Sarah Jane Adventures for a bit. It was sort of briefly touched on in Torchwood when sort of Jack is the TARDIS in series 1. So little stuff like that is absolutely makes us all sort of go, oh, it's all coming together and all that stuff. So yeah, I think it'd be good to have sort of cameos and appearances from cast. Maybe have a flashback to sort of Jenna. That would be interesting. And obviously you've got Ian and Barbara as well. They can make sort of references to, but I don't think Ian Chesterton would appear in it. It would be very nice, but I think they've had a lot of opportunity to do that, and I don't think Class will want to do that, if that makes sense. And finally, at Pink Troid says, casting looks perfect with a mix of acting experiences, roll on filming. Yeah, I think filming has actually started. So thanks for all your opinions. Yeah, I think it started on the 4th of April when they announced it, because Patrick Ness sort of tweeted saying, oh yeah, we've started filming, we can't turn back now and all that stuff. So yeah, they have started filming now, and obviously that'll probably go on for like a few months. I like how she mentions sort of the different mix of acting experiences, because we've got people from different ranges. Obviously we've got people really just starting out, that haven't actually done any sort of TV roles, come from straight from drama school, to established actors like Catherine Kelly, for example. Do you know what I mean? So it's good to see sort of taking into account the different spectrums, obviously giving all the opportunities they can, and yet all this brilliant talent shine, which is obviously what I hope the show achieves. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please comment, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google+, down in the description below. What are your thoughts on the cast that have been announced? Are you really excited for Class? Are you not? Any opinions? Love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd like to thank all the people sort of sent in their sort of responses and opinions. That's always great to sort of interact on there. So if you want your opinions sort of shown on these videos and my sort of responses to them, I say when I sort of do videos like this, I sort of post them a few days before I film, and you sort of leave them responses to like this Facebook status or the tweet and stuff, all that range. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.